Channel 11 News starts with breaking news.
Chopper 11 is live over a protest in downtown Pittsburgh demanding the governor allow small businesses to reopen.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm Peggy Finnegan, coming to you live from my home.
And I'm Gordon Lash. Allegheny County just released its daily coronavirus update. Tragically, 5 more deaths have been reported since yesterday. On a positive note, there are only 7 new cases. That is the smallest increase we have seen in weeks. We've also learned that the first death has been reported at the Pittsburgh VA hospital in Oakland. 25 patients at the medical center have the coronavirus.
Meanwhile, this morning, Westmoreland County reported 4 more people have died. That brings the total there to 24, while 284 people have gotten sick. We expect to get more updates from the state in just a few minutes, so look for that later in this newscast.
And back to that breaking news in downtown Pittsburgh. Protesters are demanding Governor Tom Wolf reopen Pennsylvania. Channel 11's Joe Arena is live downtown at that protest with what he is seeing down there. Joe?
Yeah, Gordon, a lot of frustration and noise. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see right here. Organizers are calling this the Take Back Control rally here at the City-County building. It's a peaceful drive-in rally, and they're here today to show the government that as small business owners, they have a right to be heard and operate their businesses in a safe manner following CDC guidelines. Now, joining me is Matt Simmons. Matt, you are an organizer of today's event. You have another one happening in Harrisburg as well. Tell us what you're hoping to accomplish. A lot of these people are small business owners that say they're not going to have a business weeks from now.
Yeah, that's the whole point behind this mission and this rally, is to really bring awareness to the fact that, like, look, we are simply wanting to put food on the tables for our families. This has nothing to do with putting profits over someone else's lives. And the fact that we've been shut down across this state when so many other states are still allowed to operate their small businesses has been our biggest gripe.
Give us an idea of what people are going through right now that own small businesses. You own a couple as well. How difficult is it to just watch things kind of slip away from you and the frustration level right now?
It's ridiculously stressful. We were giving hours notice that we had to shut down before we were starting to get fined. I know people that have already filed bankruptcy. I know people that have committed suicide over this already. People feel like they have nothing left, and we have to stand up for our rights as individuals and citizens of this country to operate our small businesses in a safe and effective manner.
All right, Matt Simmons, thanks for joining us today. Obviously a big turnout. Things were supposed to start at noon. They started about 20 minutes ago. The crowd continues to grow. So far, things are peaceful. We're going to have much more on today's rallies happening here in Butler County and in Harrisburg coming up tonight at 5. Live downtown, Joe Arena, Channel 11 News.
Also happening now, the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank is holding another emergency food distribution. It's happening at their location in Duquesne. Of course, there was a huge turnout last time, actually every time they've had one of these. Police are asking everyone to stay inside their cars. That distribution just began at noon. It goes until 3 p.m. You're asked to use the South Linden Street entrance to RIDC Park. New rules are now in effect for businesses across our area. Stores are allowed to turn people away if their face is not covered, and employers are required to provide masks for their workers. Channel 11's Mike Holden went to the Giant Eagle in McIntyre Square to see how it is dealing with these changes.
If you want to get into public places like this right here behind me, well, you're going to need one of these. Governor Tom Wolf says my mask protects you, your mask protects me, and if we want to flatten the curve, everyone should be wearing one. A statewide mask mandate is now in effect. Our Channel 11 camera captured shoppers social distancing today. The vast majority sported mask after mask after mask as they headed into this Giant Eagle at McIntyre Square. Under Governor Tom Wolf's order, which kicked in Sunday evening, Pennsylvanians entering an essential business like a grocery store or pharmacy are now required to wear a face covering or mask. If you don't wear one, businesses have the right to turn you away. Employees are also required to wear them. Officials say this boils down to combating the coronavirus pandemic and fighting the invisible enemy. We spoke with shoppers and they had mixed reaction.
If we just stick with a mask and sticks with the social distancing, we should be able to be fine. You know, we just got to get over this, the break or whatever they say that it is, the curve.
Yeah, it's basically for other people. Help the others. But that's it. It doesn't help you.
And that order also states anyone over the age of 2 must wear a mask unless they have a pre-existing medical condition that prevents it. We're diving deeper into that side of the story for Channel 11 News starting at 5. Reporting from McIntyre Square, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Meanwhile, Giant Eagle is turning its Parkway Center mall location into a curbside pickup center. Starting May 1st, the entire store, with the exception of the pharmacy, will be closing to customers. 2 days later, it will open to curbside pickup. Giant Eagle says this is just a temporary change.
New at noon, many UPMC employees say their working conditions are unsafe. They say they don't have enough safety equipment and that there's a, quote, culture of silencing and intimidation. Hospital workers sent a letter to UPMC leaders last week demanding higher wages, better access to PPE, and a voice in the decision-making process. We're working to get a copy of that letter, and we'll bring you any update tonight starting at 5.
Carnegie Mellon University is making progress in forecasting the spread of the virus. We told you earlier this month CMU is working with Facebook to gather information about symptoms. CMU sent us a statement this morning saying that data is correlating with test-confirmed cases of the disease. Researchers say that means self-reported cases could help predict the spread, even as leaders work to make more testing available. We're working to find out more from CMU for Channel 11 News coming up tonight at 5.
Many people are struggling with unemployment right now, but the state is trying to help with the launch of a new website. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer explains the new tool and the issue the state is already warning about.
Right now, many who previously weren't able to get unemployment compensation are now eligible. For instance, independent contractors. But the process to apply hasn't been so easy. The amount of people out of work continues to climb, but now leaders are allowing more and more to apply for unemployment benefits. The new temporary pandemic unemployment assistance program provides up to 39 weeks of benefits for people who used to be ineligible, like folks who are either self-employed, seeking part-time work, lacking sufficient work history, or have exhausted all rights to regular unemployment compensation. But the process to apply hasn't been seamless for everyone, like Brittany Lieber, a local small business owner.
And the process was really, really slow. It was taking a while to get to the next page. And once you finally got through it, at the very end of it, previewed all your information so you could review everything to make sure it was correct. And it said that it could take up to 21 days for a decision, and that they would be in touch.
Lieber is the sole proprietor of Southside Tanning Salon, forced to shut down during what would normally be their busy season for proms and weddings. She hopes the new program will offer relief, and soon. Unlike Lieber, some folks actually haven't been able to apply at all. State leaders say that there is a glitch on the website that's causing some issues. I'm going to take you through more of that tonight at 5. And meantime, if you would like to try to apply, we have that link for you on the WPXI News app. Back to you.
New details at noon about curbside pickup at state liquor stores. We've learned that same-day pickup will not be available, at least for now. A limited number of stores began taking orders by phone this morning, and that includes 21 stores in Allegheny County. But you can't pick up your order until the next day. All payments must be made with a credit card, and all sales are final. The Liquor Control Board will be releasing more information later today, and you can look for that tonight, starting at 5. As the U.S. investigates where the deadly coronavirus started, a lab in Wuhan, China is coming under suspicion as the possible origin. NBC's Keir Simmons is in London separating the facts from the rumors.
This morning, new questions about the source of the coronavirus pandemic as a laboratory in Wuhan, China finally breaks its silence. The Wuhan Institute of Virology telling Chinese state television the facility was not the source of the outbreak.
I can tell you for sure that none of our students, retirees, or any of our staff has been infected.
For weeks, the Trump administration has been raising questions about whether the virus accidentally emerged from a laboratory and not a food market, as Chinese officials had claimed.
So let's see what happens with their investigation, but we're doing investigations also.
The Secretary of Defense telling Savannah,
I find it hard to trust much of what comes out of the Chinese Communist Party. Wuhan is home to a number of organizations studying coronaviruses. In February, a Chinese university study seen by NBC News reported incidents of a Wuhan CDC scientist exposed to potential viral infection from bats. That study has since been removed from the university website, the author claiming he lacked evidence. Close by, the Wuhan Institute of Virology, which was among the first to receive patient samples of the virus last December and worked with other Chinese labs to map the genetic sequence. But since the coronavirus outbreak, multiple pages from its website have also been deleted. Most scientists agree the coronavirus was not manufactured in a lab, but
there certainly is a possibility that the pandemic resulted from safety lapses at a lab. What I would like to see is a more international approach, a more international investigation.
You might need a light jacket if you're heading out this afternoon. It is cool and there are clouds in the sky as we take a live look at downtown Pittsburgh.
Severe Weather Team 11 meteorologist Danielle Dozier is timing out the rest of the day from home.
Good afternoon, Gordon and Peggy. It's a beautiful day out there. We have had sun and clouds, and we're going to have more sunshine as the day wears on, as clouds decrease across our area as you take a look over the city. The temperatures, though, are still on the chilly side in the 40s and low 50s, but we do expect those to climb into the upper 50s this afternoon with full-on sunshine, so grab the shades. I am tracking more rain in the forecast. I'm going to let you know when that moves in coming up.
The pandemic has left streets virtually empty. How that is leading to some very dangerous behavior.
Plus, tripling the number of people getting tested for COVID-19. Why it may be necessary before reopening our economy.
And a local company has new and different kinds of cleaning chemicals to fight coronavirus. What sets their approach apart?
You're going to find anything else like the breaking news desk in Pittsburgh. You're going to get breaking news as it's happening.
We have an anchor now dedicated to following the latest information as it comes in.
That is a resource no one else has. So if you see me on the breaking news desk,
WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Get the inside scoop on all the hot events, entertainment, and celebrities in and around Pittsburgh every week. Stream Access Pittsburgh on demand anytime on WPXI Now.
When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
We're learning more about one of the local businesses that is now in high demand because of the coronavirus. It makes cleaning products that are specially designed to wipe out illnesses like coronavirus. Channel 11's Mike Holden found out the story behind Bactronics.
A Pittsburgh-based company is working to keep you and your loved ones safe amidst the coronavirus pandemic. And they say it all starts with this: fighting the invisible enemy.
When this pandemic came along, we were already set and ready to go to combat something like this.
With the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, production and demand spiked by 1,000% literally overnight. Bactronics Corporation in Moon now cannot keep their disinfecting products on the shelf. In fact, they're going by the caseload. 3 partners got together and started the microbial control company a decade ago. They noticed back then that new types of bacteria and viruses were not being eliminated with the common types of cleaning chemicals out there, so they perfected a special EPA-approved formula.
It's eco-friendly. It uses science and technology to physically kill bacteria rather than outdated type of chemicals that these types of new bacteria and viruses may be immune to.
Their professional treatments and disinfectant cleaners have expanded and are now being used in areas schools, airlines, and ambulances. Bactronics follows 2 simple steps with their product and service. 1, they kill organisms with their formula, and 2, protect from regrowth. Those 2 points have been crucial in combating COVID-19. Operations manager Desiree Powell says during this time of uncertainty, everyone is doing their best to keep their homes and businesses virus-free. She has this advice, though, to all shoppers.
What you're buying, look at the label, make sure it's EPA registered as a viricide, a bactericide, and a fungicide. That will get you covered. And read the back. See how long you need to leave surfaces wet.
And Bactronics says the demand has increased so much so that they are now working to dispatch units across the U.S. Reporting in Moon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
A new study says coronavirus testing must triple before we can safely reopen the economy. Researchers at Harvard say the goal should be at least 500,000 tests a day. Right now, the number is closer to 150,000. Last night, the president announced he is using the Defense Production Act to compel a company in Maine to produce the testing swabs and increase production by at least 20 million per month. Another company is also shipping 3 million swabs a week until no longer needed. We told you last week that testing in Pennsylvania is way down. In early April, the state health department was reporting the results from more than 7,000 tests per day. Last week, fewer than 4,000 a day. Health officials want to do more testing, but they haven't been able to get the supplies.
There have been significant challenges getting the reagents and the chemicals and the other materials that are necessary to do testing, and we're working on that every day.
As of this morning, 1% of the state population had been tested. Vice President Mike Pence says testing is being done on more than 1 million Americans every week. The Pennsylvania Independent Automobile Dealers Association is hoping Governor Wolf will lift restrictions on car sales. Showrooms across the state have been shut down because they're not considered essential. The organization is hoping that the governor changes that order this week, which would get more people back to work. The dealers say social distancing guidelines would be put into place.
Good news for those of you on the roads these days. Gas prices are now under $2 a gallon during the pandemic. AAA reports the average price for a gallon of regular is $1.82. That's down from 5 cents, down 5 cents just last week, and just over $1 less than it was this time last year. Analysts say the cost of crude oil hasn't been this low since 2002. And they predict the price of gas to keep dropping. In Pennsylvania, the average is $2.08. In Pittsburgh, it's $2.29. And we found the lowest price for gas in Pittsburgh is in Mount Washington at $2.19.
Good afternoon. We are going to have plenty of sunshine out there this afternoon as the clouds give way to that sun. We're looking at temperatures climbing into the upper 50s this afternoon, and those winds out of the north will be shifting to the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So overall, a fantastic day out there. Here's a look at our forecast for tonight. The temperatures will not be as cold. We're getting down into the low to middle 40s across our area. We're also going to be tracking some showers that will be moving across, and we're looking at those winds that will be picking up more toward tomorrow morning with occasional gusts to about 20 miles per hour. Here's a look at your other area low temperatures tonight, from 41 in Indiana to 44 in Washington. So while it'll be chilly early tomorrow morning and you'll need a jacket if you are heading out, just know that it is not quite as cold as the 30s that we've been having out there the last couple of mornings. I wanted to show you our storm tracker maps because we do have some rain that's going to be building in overnight tonight. Some passing showers. This is a look at 1:30. Still mostly cloudy as we do increase the clouds overnight. And there you see those showers coming across the area during those overnight hours, and into 4:30 in the morning we'll be having a few lingering showers around, and we have a steadier line of rain that will be pushing in as we head into the late morning, mid-morning hours, if you will. So Newcastle, rain, Beaver, Butler, rain at 7 a.m., Uniontown, Greensburg, rain. And watch what happens as I advance the time clock into about 9 a.m. That rain continues to push through Pittsburgh, and it kind of starts to beef up a little bit south and east of the city, where you see a little yellow and orange starting to show up there in Westmoreland County, around the Indiana area as well. And it is in areas mainly south and east of Pittsburgh that could get in on some isolated thunder the way it looks right now, as I've analyzed some new data coming in here this morning. Here's 10:30 in the morning on Tuesday. You're starting to notice the air is turning colder because we have white showing up on the map along the I-80 corridor. So that is going to be the area where we could see some rain mixed with snow at times as temperatures really cool off throughout the morning on Tuesday. In fact, I think we're going to see falling temperatures. The winds will also be ramping up throughout the morning and afternoon on Tuesday, and I'll show you that hour-by-hour wind forecast coming up in the next half hour. Meanwhile, we take you into the afternoon on Tuesday. There could be a few lingering rain or snow showers up along the I-80 corridor, but I think the bulk of the rain will come through in the morning hours. Here's a look at the hour-by-hour forecast for tomorrow. 47 at 8 o'clock, and again, the high temperature will be reached in the morning the way it looks right now. We're looking at 44 at noon, 43 at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Take a look at the other area temperatures, mid to upper 40s. Again, early day highs as the temperatures fall. And a check of the scattered showers, the gusty conditions, and the isolated thunder, which will be our weather impacts for the day Tuesday. Here's the 5-day forecast. 51 by Wednesday, mostly sunny. 60s for highs Thursday, Friday, a little unsettled into the weekend with showers and periods of thunderstorms.
The push for transparency. The change is coming to how nursing homes report cases of COVID-19.
Plus, the alternative that could prevent Pitt students from heading back to campus in the fall. As you can see, David and I are apart right now, practicing social distancing. But we have been together for 30 years, covering important news stories here in Pittsburgh.
That's right, Peggy. We've seen our communities come together through natural disasters, tragedies, and triumphs.
We've made it through those tough times, and we'll make it through this.
Pittsburgh, we are here for you every morning, throughout the day, and every night.
We'll get through this challenge together.
happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
With everyone staying at home, traffic has disappeared from most of our streets, parkways, and interstates, but some drivers are taking this time as an opportunity to break the law. Highway safety officials are reporting a spike in speeding and street racing. They say the emptier streets are encouraging drivers to engage in reckless behaviors. Even though some communities are reporting fewer crashes, more serious ones are still happening.
In many cases, they're not just going a couple miles an hour above the speed limit. We're hearing cases of 100 miles an hour, 110. We had one in Missouri yesterday, 140 miles an hour.
The association also notes that safe driving is more important than ever during this outbreak because emergency rooms in many areas are full.
Pitt students might not be heading back to campus this fall. The school's chancellor told our Trib partners they're looking at a hybrid term. The plan would have students cycle between smaller classes on campus and online courses. Pitt was one of the first universities in our area to make the decision to close last month. Right now, only online classes are being offered there.
The National Guard will be out helping at a nursing home in Pennsylvania. 18 nurses and medics are headed to a home in Delaware County where 49 residents have tested positive for the virus. Nursing homes in the state and around the country have been hit especially hard by the pandemic. Port Authority drivers are enforcing new rules to comply with the new state health order.
Riders without face coverings will be questioned by the driver. People citing health reasons, they will be exempt. Those without a pre-approved health excuse, though, will likely be offered a mask. The bus will not start moving until they cover their face. Officials say riders will not be forcibly removed, even if police end up being called. Still to come, the new study out today on the impact the coronavirus is having on our financial health.
And the 4 most common reasons why you may not have gotten your stimulus money yet.
During this time of uncertainty, we know you have a lot of questions.
If you're interested in a possible job at Giant Eagle or Amazon, we'll have links for you on our app and website.
Stay with Channel 11 for answers about coronavirus.
WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Steelers, Penguins, Pirates, and more. The hottest Pittsburgh sports topics with even hotter opinions. Halftime adjustments. Wednesday nights at 7:30 on WPXI Now. Watch Catherine Amenta and Gordon Lesh on Channel 11 Morning News.
Breaking right now, Pennsylvania just announced 92 more people have died from the coronavirus.
There are now more than 1,200 deaths and more than 33,000 cases in the state, but nearly 130,000 people have tested negative for the virus. Here at home, there are nearly 300 cases in Beaver County, 161 cases in Butler County, and 83 in Washington County. You can see the updated numbers for all our local counties scrolling at the bottom of your screen.
People with family members at Brighton Nursing Home tell us they're having trouble getting information from the facility. Channel 11's Angie Moreski spoke to relatives about their frustrations.
I believe it's their responsibility to be open and honest. That's my mother up there. There should be no secrets.
Matthew Severs is worried about his mom, Marcella, and says he often gets the runaround when he calls for an update.
I would get a hold of the guy at the main desk, but every time he sent me up to the 3rd floor, no one would answer the phone.
He says the last major update was a call to his grandfather 10 days ago, and it left them both confused and upset.
They told him that my mother contracted the coronavirus and that he should make funeral arrangements as a precaution.
Did they tell him that she was near death? Well, I mean, they literally just called out of the blue and said this?
Yes. And when I called up there Saturday morning and said, what does that even mean? They said they're telling all of the families that as a precaution.
That left him angry at the insensitivity and concerned the facility is giving up on their loved ones. He's been trying to get an update for days with no luck.
Or that they're just giving up by doing that. Take responsibility for your facility and the human lives that you have in there.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
Olivia DeFelice is also very worried about her grandfather, John DeNuno, who's also a Brighton resident. She's had trouble getting through on the phone, too, but got this email update a few days ago. It says her grandfather is still doing fine. He's part of a group of residents who have not contracted the virus, but that Brighton is treating prophylactically with hydroxychloroquine. That's an experimental drug that's had mixed reviews.
I wish I knew more about. I've heard that there are adverse side effects that, that does concern me.
Angie Moreski, Channel 11 News.
Channel 11 has contacted Brighton to get their reaction to what these family members are saying about treatment and transparency, and to find out if they are still testing patients, even though they are not publicly reporting numbers. We'll let you know when we hear back.
Meanwhile, there are new rules for nursing homes to make sure you and your family get answers. Under the new federal rules, nursing homes must report COVID cases directly to the CDC, residents, their families, and local officials. According to the Associated Press, more than 7,000 people have died of COVID-19 in nursing homes nationwide. More details now here at home. The State Health Department reports there have been more than 80 deaths in nursing homes and personal care homes in southwestern Pennsylvania.
If you haven't received your stimulus check, it should be coming soon. Millions of people are still waiting, and experts say there are 4 reasons why. First, you may not have direct deposit set up for your tax refund. Number 2, your payment could have gone to an old bank account. And 3, sometimes your tax person sets up a temporary account for your tax refund. And finally, if you filed a paper return for your taxes last year, you may have to wait for a check in the mail. If you have any questions, the IRS Get My Payment tool can help you check the status on your payment. We have a link on WPXI.com.
With skyrocketing unemployment and a massive drop in the stock market, many of us are concerned about our financial health during this crisis. But NBC's Chris Clackham explains why there's little need to worry.
With so many businesses closed because of COVID-19, consumer spending has taken a nosedive.
Even people that are still working and in a position to spend are reluctant to do so, simply because They just really don't know what's around the corner.
Greg McBride at Bankrate says they surveyed 2,500 Americans about spending and investing during the crisis and found over half dialing back on spending, but surprisingly staying the course on investing.
Despite a 30% drop in the stock market, about 2/3 of those that have investment accounts did not do anything with their stock-based investments.
Many still worry, however, what all this economic upheaval is doing to their credit rating. No need for that, though, according to Rod Griffin at Experian.
You don't have to worry about unemployment affecting your credit history or credit scores.
He says that's because the credit bureaus have launched crisis response plans to let lenders know your situation.
Especially if you're going through job loss or income reduction, to show that you're affected by COVID ID and that they're in forbearance or in deferment.
Protecting your credit during a crisis, just in case you need more of it. Chris Clackham, NBC News.
It's going to be a nice afternoon to get out of the house for a walk.
Yeah, it sure is. Severe Weather Team 11 meteorologist Danielle Dozier is tracking your forecast from home.
Gordon and Peggy, enjoy the weather today with that sunshine and highs in the upper 50s. Things will be drastically changing tomorrow as we take a look at that forecast. Upper 40s and falling. The winds will also pick up along with that rain that's going to be coming across the area. I wanted to show you the hour-by-hour forecast as promised for the wind. Winds will be gusting up to about 20 miles per hour Tuesday morning, sustained around 10 to 20 miles per hour, and they'll only increase throughout the afternoon. You can see those winds peaking as high as about 20-25 miles per hour sustained, with occasional gusts to 30 and 35. I'll show you how April temperatures have been shaping up, coming up in just a few minutes.
This is a very stressful time to be expecting a baby. Channel 11 spoke to a grateful family who spent a week at McGee, the message they have for other families about to give birth.
I'm Lisa Robertson, and we're launching a special version of Local Steals and Deals, shining a spotlight on small businesses. They're the backbone of America, and we need them to thrive now more than ever. Join us in making a difference. Text USA to 65,000 to learn more.
I just wanted to send out a big thank you to
the nurses and the doctors.
To everyone who's working on the front lines.
For all of the volunteers at the food banks. Thanks to those who stock the shelves and deliver the goods.
Thank you for social distancing.
To all of you teachers out there.
To everyone in the food industry.
To the grocery store workers.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
We appreciate everything you're doing.
It does not go unnoticed.
Thank you for what you're doing to keep my family and friends safe.
Robertson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
For families expecting a child, the pandemic is causing a lot of uncertainty, even fear. Is my baby safe from COVID-19? Will my family be able to visit in the hospital?
Channel 11 Morning News anchor Castor DeMetta spoke with a family who had all the same questions, but they had a happy ending thanks to the incredible healthcare workers at UPMC.
You have impeccable timing to come 6 weeks early during a pandemic.
It's a story the Andersons will be telling for the rest of their lives. Little Benjamin coming into the world at only 34 weeks, with much of Pittsburgh in lockdown. But Mom and Dad say thanks to UPMC McGee, there is still so much to smile about.
When our daughter was born, we had my parents, my grandparents, my brother and sister, but we knew going into this it would be a different experience.
It all started when Erin suffered a fall late in her pregnancy. Benjamin was supposed to be born in early May, but the fall landed her in the hospital and led to an early birth. It also meant with UPMC restricting inpatient visitors to just one person for the pandemic, her parents and grandparents couldn't be there. But that's when her nurse Alexa came to the rescue.
She was like, why don't you video chat them and we can have them listen to his heartbeat. And my grandparents were just in tears because it gave them that feeling of being able to be there.
And Erin said that's just one example of her medical team's compassion and poise.
If I didn't know from the news what was going on in the world, I would have no indication that it was a stressful time for them.
Heather Ambrose, director of nursing at UPMC McGee, told me that's their mission, to keep patients and their families healthy and connected, even when the world seems like a very scary place.
Quite frankly, it's just the culture here. It's that we're focused on the patient and want to make everything as smooth as we possibly can.
They believe in what they do and want to care for the community. So we're very grateful for that.
Catherine Amenta, Channel 11 News.
UPMC also wants expectant moms to know that they understand you have questions, that you're nervous and don't know what to expect over the next few weeks. But they said they are here for you and to please reach out if you have any concerns. Thousands of students in our region are learning from home. How one school system is deciding if they're ready to move to the next grade.
All right, let's show them how we do this, okay?
The classroom has changed, but the goal remains the same: how special education students and teachers are overcoming coronavirus.
During this time of crisis, Pittsburghers always come together.
The local police officers helping families get the food they need while also supporting local businesses.
We want to see them open their doors after this pandemic is over.
Channel 11 salutes the help.
Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coraopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist Stephen Cropper tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
How we do this, okay?
coronavirus has changed the way children are educated, and that is especially true for children with special needs. Special education students are used to structure and consistency, but coronavirus has broken all of that. Channel 11's Jillian Hartman found out how students and teachers are overcoming this challenge.
Hi, Bella. Special ed teacher Ashley Ferguson now teaches her students from her kitchen.
All right, let's show them how we do this, okay?
8-year-old Isabella is one of her students at Mars Area Elementary School. She does virtual learning every day.
What's this word?
Isabella enjoys it, but understandably, not everyone does.
Where there's a lot of others who, you know, like I said, this kind of rocked their world in the terms of special ed.
It's been a tough adjustment.
I've witnessed it on video conferences, you know, tears because they don't understand.
What's this one?
Ferguson works with kids with learning and developmental disabilities.
A lot of them need prompted if there's going to be a change in a schedule. And there was no prompting for this.
So not being able to help her kids in person has been hard.
They do have difficulty, you know, when it comes to doing lessons online at times, you know, they want to shut down. They don't understand why they can't physically see you and do things with you.
But just like every teacher, she's doing her very best through the computer screen.
What about the E with the line? What does it say?
To make sure each student is still meeting their goals and needs. Parents are helping too.
The adaptive learning at home is different, but the same instruction's been given.
Parents and teachers are also working closely with the services the school provides.
Whether it's occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech language, our social workers, all of them, our counselors, the kids have access to all of them.
Ferguson says it's been a group effort to help special ed kids through this unusual time. She says if this situation rolls over to next school year, parents and students will know the plan well in advance. Jillian Hartman, Channel 11 News.
Help is on the way for farmers struggling during these tough times. The government will spend $19 billion. Some of that money will be used to buy things like milk and eggs from farmers and give them to food banks. It comes as farmers across the country say they're seeing less demand for their produce.
Because of the decrease in demand, we're only harvesting a few days a week just to cut to order and special orders for customers that already have contracts with us. So consequently, our employees are working less hours and less days.
Farmers say some crops are staying in the fields because no one is buying them.
Now that students are working from home, districts across the area are working on a plan to move forward. The biggest question, how do you determine if a student should move on to the next grade? The board at Franklin Regional decided on a pass-fail grading system. They told our Trib partners they want teachers to focus on creating engaging lessons instead of grades. This is not the only option for local districts. Some are looking at using third quarter grades to decide if a student should move on. Others are using a portfolio of a student's online work or looking at how they engage in online learning.
Welcome back. Taking a look at the rest of the day today and your visible satellite. Everywhere where you're seeing white come across the screen, that's the cloud cover that we've been dealing with early this morning. But you can see as well that that is pushing from west to east across the region, and we're going to be looking at plenty of sunshine throughout the rest of the afternoon. You'll need the shades. In fact, here's the look at the day planner. Low 50s go to upper 50s at 3 o'clock, and then 59 degrees at 5. So we get to have a nice pleasant day. The winds will be light at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Those winds will shift from north to west across our area. Take a look at our forecast for the evening. Sunshine continues until the sun goes down, of course, in a clear sky. 59 at 6 o'clock goes to 57 at 7 and 55 at 8 o'clock. So you may need a light jacket, especially out there early today before the temperatures climb. And speaking of the temperatures, I wanted to tell you that the average monthly temperature as of Sunday is 45.9 degrees for Pittsburgh. That factors in the lows and the highs for the month so far. And if the month ended Sunday, it would tie 1950 for the 10th coldest on record for April. So very interesting there. We'll keep up to date on that and bring you any latest news we have. Morning planner shows temperatures tomorrow in the upper 40s to start. And this is a little bit better, actually, than what we've been dealing with in the mid-30s the last couple of mornings. So about 47 at 6. I think we'll bottom out near 44. 47 at 8 o'clock. We're going to have rain around in the morning. So if you are heading out for a morning jog, make sure you have that raincoat on. Here's our storm tracker maps. Overnight tonight, some scattered showers will be passing through the area. And we'll be looking for some of those around 4:30 in the morning. There's Pittsburgh, Washington getting in on some wet weather. Here's 7 a.m. Rain in Newcastle, Butler, Uniontown, Latrobe area. And as we progress through the morning, we're going to have a pretty steady line, it looks like, of rain coming through, where we could be dealing with pockets of moderate to heavy rain, and those show up in the yellow and the orange shaded colors there. Isolated thunder cannot entirely be ruled out either, especially south and east of Pittsburgh. A little more instability, but still very marginal, very weak. But definitely want to mention that just in case. And then you can see how the rest of the day progresses. 10:30 in the morning, you're starting to see some white shaded color up around the I-80 corridor. And that is because the temperatures will be cooling throughout the morning on Tuesday. In fact, our high temperature should be reached early in the morning. So we'll have some lingering showers around in the afternoon, but those will gradually push from north to south, and we'll be left with a partly sunny to mostly cloudy sky late day and then clearing late Tuesday night. Tomorrow we're looking at temperatures in the upper 40s across the area, but falling. Again, these are going to be early day high temperatures, I think, with 48 Uniontown, 47 Washington. Beyond that, in the 5-day forecast, mostly sunny Wednesday. Another great day to get outside with a little bit of a chill to the air with that high temperature close to 51. We do rebound the temperatures in the 60s for highs Thursday and Friday, but we're going to have some showers around Thursday, some showers around Friday morning. And your weekend is always in view. A stronger low pressure system is set to move in for Saturday. Could trigger some thunderstorms across our area.
Facebook is launching a new way to show you care during this pandemic. Starting today, you're going to see 2 new temporary emojis. One is a hug emoji. That's all we can do when it comes to hugs. And a pulsating heart emoji. They will be available in Facebook Messenger starting today and as a reaction to Facebook posts starting next week. A doctor at the center of the national coronavirus response now has her own bobblehead doll. Dr. Deborah Birx is the coordinator of the White House Task Force. The National Bobblehead Doll Hall of Fame created one for her and for Dr. Anthony Fauci. Part of the proceeds will go to the 100 Million Mask Challenge, which is an effort to get vital PPE to medical workers.
I wake up every day and get to be somebody else. It's a mess.
Fighting cabin fever, how one woman is providing daily entertainment to her entire neighborhood.
We've all slowed down, hunkered down to keep our distance, and the weather's helping to hold it together.
It's getting us through our day, our chance to get outside.
So while we're all figuring out our new normal,
one thing you can always count on, Severe Weather Team 11.
We're here.
Or here.
Forecasting your weather.
When you need to get outside for some fresh air, or you need to plan an indoor activity.
We'll be here to keep you safe at home because we're severe weather coverage you can count on.
forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
Breaking news now. The governor just announced new plans for reopening more types of businesses. Governor Tom Wolf says online car sales will begin again. He also said limited construction statewide will begin May 8th, as well as notary services. The governor did caution this is not a sign that we're ending social distancing. That is continuing for now. We'll have much more on this major development coming up on Channel 11 News at 5.
Seniors are facing the tough reality of not being able to enjoy the rest of their final year of high school.
We talked to a photographer in Oakmont who is trying to bring those seniors front and center. Melissa Shantz came up with the idea of hashtag uplifting class of 2020. She's been putting students' color photos on vinyl flags. The flags have students' names, their school logo, and they can bring about a lot of pride.
And I wanted to try to find something that would bring some joy and happiness back to, this usually happy time.
Everybody that lives in my town can see where we live, and it's very fun to be recognized.
Melissa's business is shut down because of the coronavirus stay-at-home order, so she plans to continue making this moment special for graduating seniors. Police in Australia found a surprising suspect on their security cameras, a kangaroo right there in the middle of the screen there, running, or I should say hopping its way through the empty streets of downtown Adelaide. In the entire video, only one car was seen driving by, so the kangaroo had free reign of the streets.
It really honestly brightens my day.
The efforts to fight cabin fever are everywhere right now, and that is why a Virginia woman is going out of her way to entertain her neighbors with some porch performances. Erin Kemple's job as a caterer is halted, so she's using her love of costumes and acting to make people laugh, like with this E.T. performance with a sign saying, "E.T., stay home."
The world is sad. The world is very sad. They need to laugh. We all need to laugh. You got to have something to look forward to. That's hope, and we have to have that.
Erin says she's going to keep on doing this until the quarantine is lifted or until Saturday Night Live offers her a job.
Very creative.
That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. I agree. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5.
Thanks for watching and have a great day.